Well, hello! You're most welcome back to Gmodism. Here we are, and we are going to look at something absolutely amazing. This is a Clip-Nuke. It's a mass-driven APS Clip-Nuke system. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what that means. Disclaimer, I didn't make 1mm of this. This is all made by CloudGuy17 and shared with us so we can look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, this craftsmanship is absolutely amazing. CloudGuy is, wow, this is cheese, but this is cool cheese. It's turning, it's lining up, and it's providing its first fire. There it goes, and bam! A friendly cloud of Hollowpoints are flying towards the target. And another volley comes in right there. They're starting to get close. And another volley, bam! Look at this damage, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you realize that this is 0.1 speed. It's the slowest slow motion this game offers, except when it's lagging to hell. And since you asked, we're gonna play this in full speed. Look at this. This is normal game speed. Did you see that? It's absolutely silly. Let's enjoy some more. Look at that. It's absolutely insane. It keeps the same aim point for quite some bit. And it of course has a limited amount of shot, but you can basically see the damage it deals is basically close to infinite. So the story goes like this, that yesterday we had a little Q&A stream, right? And in that Q&A stream I had earlier contacted CloudGuy on Reddit, and he basically popped into the stream and sent us this beautiful blueprint. So we of course need to just check it out and see how it works. It's obviously super cheese, but man, we just have to know it works. So thanks a lot to CloudGuy17 for giving us the chance to look at this closer. I think it's super cool. I heard a lot about the mass driver systems before, but I never really played around with the mass drivers myself. It is of course something that's probably banned from all tournaments, I suppose, because it's high levels of cheese, but I would absolutely want to see like have a tournament with like no rules. That would probably make it so people build things that lag so much, but imagine like 1, 2, 5 million ships or whatever that are battling each other and no rules. You could have like these guns, mass drivers like this, mass driver clip nukes. It's so cool. Anyways, we'll have to do a little test here. So the only thing that didn't work super well was the detection. So because of that lack of detection, I just tried to improve on the detection here so we can showcase it a little bit better. Anyways, this platform basically has not that high cost. Look at it, like 1.2-ish millions. Yeah, 9% armor cost. And it's heavy armor. Yeah, that's a lot of weapon systems right here. It happens to be so that 2 of these would be pretty fair to pitch against the Gimli. So yeah, we're gonna pitch against the Gimli and see what happens. So let's get this battle going. We will have the Scarlet Dawn version of the Gimli, which actually looks kinda cool. The Gimli has targeted one of the Clip-Nukers, and we just paused the game here because of course this is we don't have much time to follow these, right? It's a miss from the first volley there, okay. We can see if we can catch this system's first firing sequence. Oh damn, there we had it, okay. We're gonna have another shot there. So the first Clip-Nuker, obviously I didn't protect it, so it's a bit sad. But here you can see we're firing it away here. And these are Hollowpoint shells, right? And that is because it speeds them up to a really insane speed. I mean, look at that Hollowpoint damage. It basically deals kind of infinite amounts of damage. One of the Clip-Nukers are of course very sad. It would be good if it changed targeting points by now. Here we got the next volley incoming. Ah. We have gotten to get a shell going there. And there you can see, bam! 2 shots straight on one of the main gun turrets. It is completely amazing that it's not completely dead yet. So the Gimli has some armor that can deal somewhat with Hollowpoint, right? But a lot of ships are having very solid barrels that's basically only heavy armor. And in that case, you cannot deal with the Hollowpoints at all. So this is absolutely extremely destructive tactics. But honestly, these are a little bit, you know, now we're watching in the slowest speed possible. So the damage per second that these are dealing are of course completely insane. It doesn't really work when we do like this, but we need to actually respawn them. They are set up with ACBs and super funny stuff. Alright, we're just going to play this in full speed, right? So we repair them more. We're going to God mode them so they don't get hurt anymore. And let's go. And area. Any second. Oh, there we come in. There the volleys come in. And they aim so high. They aim so high. We need to check what they are targeting. Maybe they're targeting hot blocks or whatever, but man. The superstructure hangs on by a very thin line. Just a few seconds of damage. And the crazy thing is that they are retrieving the shells after firing. Isn't that completely insane? It's like returns them when they have spent the cases. We spawned a single more of them. Oh no, they're aiming the wrong place. Okay, I need to fix my updated detection on that. Right, so here we go again. We spawned the enemy Gimli right there, and I've changed it so it changes target every 1 second instead, because it's pretty rapid fire. As Cloud Guy is saying, this is the rapid fire return Massdriven APS Clip-Nuke, and I think someone posted on Reddit that they should make like a sentence that only people that are playing from the depth understands. I think this is a pretty good sentence. Rapid fire return Massdriven APS Clip-Nuke makes no sense if you're not a pretty experienced from the depth player. Alright, so we're gonna go down into detail a bit how this thing works later. But yeah. Before that, we will be, of course, enjoying this fire. Action! Alright. They're coming in there. This is full speed, of course. It lags a little bit when we're playing it in full speed, and yeah, changing where we're shooting every 1 second definitely showcases the damage this does a lot better. Obviously, a lot of ships will probably take a lot more damage than Gimli in this case, because the Gimli is pretty hollow, you know? But that's some pretty epic. That's like the most amount of damage you probably can even provide in a limited amount of time. It's pretty insane. I think the ammo clips they are getting, they are not protected, right? Yeah, that's the problem. So if we just check it out a little bit here, we have a new one spawned. You can see it's lining up and checking out where it will aim. And as soon it has gotten an aim point, now it changes the aim point every second. It goes up there and it gets launched. And as soon as it gets launched, you can see here, it gets attached again. So it goes up like a magazine. Now we pause the game here. And these railguns, they are firing a so-called Massdriven. So if you look at the intake here, we have a smoke warhead. And the smoke, I suppose, basically it kind of makes the damage disappear. So you can see expected kinetic damage is 0. I think it's that, but now it's with no rail draw. No. Yeah, so I think smoke makes it deal less damage or something. I'm not 100% why there is smoke warhead bodies there, but there is a reason, and I think it is because of the modifiers it provides. But the important bit here is of course the piece called gravitation ram. And the gravitation ram basically makes it so that all the recoil the vehicle you are shooting from is expressing, and not counting that you're trying to use recoil absorbers to make it less so, just the raw recoil, if you have absorbers or not, that force will be instead put into the thing that it hits. However, as you can see, it doesn't hit any enemy, it instead hits your own vehicle. So in that case, these two guns will put this little smoke warhead, right? This thing, it shoots it on the vehicle we are aiming at. And I do believe that when a shell detonates, right, if you have a pure high explosive or pure frag or pure smoke or pure EMP, when the shell hits your vehicle, it doesn't do any kinetic damage because the shell kind of disappears on contact. So I think that's why you use smoke. You could probably, you can probably use EMP if you're really careful with leading that short surge away, but probably not a smart idea, but probably works. But smoke is of course a very smart thing to use here. So the shell hits the own vehicle, uses that force using the gravitation ram, so the force from the recoil is transferred into this little sled here, and because we have smoke there, it detonates and it doesn't basically deal kinetic damage towards this tiny little vehicle. And in this tiny little vehicle, we have of course hollow points. So here we have a supercavitation base and a hollow point head, the tiniest amount we can have, because the speed they are getting is of course much faster than anything should be. You can see down here we have them. They are like, I guess they're 500 millimeters, but they're fitting inside these tiny 1 meter magazines. We just have a lot of them. And this little clip then, you can see it's just full of them right here. It's like a stack, a long stack, and that stack is connected to this outloader. And this outloader then, of course, is connected to a forwards launching ejector. So when it is being launched, the usual way to make a mass driver is that you mass drive a nuclear warhead, like the actual block or a ram or something, onto your enemy ships. But in this case, we don't do that. We are just launching this thing, and as it is flying in the air, reaching optimal velocity, bam, you can see there. It's so fast that you can't even see it. So these are like, I don't know the speed of these. I don't think there is a way to check the speed of these. It's very, very fast anyways. So it flies out. You can see this is it. And it now, just as it got launched, the breadboard onto here basically ejected. Outputs the speed. Oh, I wonder if we can use, if we can see in this breadboard here. I wonder if we can see the stats here. If I can unpause the game, if it fires, oh, this doesn't look good. Yeah, okay. It should have worked. It didn't. But anyways, this thing outputs the speed then, which is probably like infinite. And when it outputs that speed, now I'm not the best breadboard wizard yet, as you probably know, but I don't know if this value 1000 means 1000 meters per second. And when that happens, it ejects the shells. And when the shells are being ejected, they will inherit the speed they are basically from the vehicle they're on, and add a slight speed will of course be added to that, which we can, if we check here. yeah, I don't know which speed they eject them with, but it's pretty slow. So that plus the speed the vehicle is having makes it so that they will be just yeeted towards the enemy at so fast speed that it probably doesn't matter very much if they're trying to move very fast or not. And yeah, okay, so now we had a little, oh, looks like we took some damage. Well, that's very sad. Anyways, we will catch the action again here, right? So here we have the Massdriven. It's reloading there. It goes up, and we're just going to see if we even can catch this at all. Okay, it found a target. Okay, now we're gonna be fast with the pause button. Oh, you can see it's so fast, we can't even pause it in the right second. But it got launched, and immediately as it got launched, the dockers, they are basically recapturing this vehicle and reuniting it using this separator. So before it's being separated, it's actually part of the vehicle. That's the reason you don't see that many vehicles on the list here. It's like that, and another one is coming up, and it goes up, and bam, look at that. They are just being ejected, and you see this very scary death cloud of hollow points just slightly spreading out, going towards the poor Gimli. And if they hit anything, it's basically super dead. We need to test this against some bigger enemies, because, you know, the Gimli is big and all, but not quite large enough for being hit by a weapon like this. The Gimli is very shallowly, lightly armored for its size. I mean, the Gimli's armor cost is of course 40%, but many battleships of this size has a much higher armor amount. And watching it fire dense armor types with more damage is of course much more fun, because the Gimli is, as said, it's a pretty empty. So you can't really see the extreme amounts of damage versus the Gimli. But I think it's fair to conclude that it would be fun to, I don't know if Cloud Guy 17 wants to build such a ship, or maybe, I don't know, maybe we should ask him if we can use the system and make a ship with it. It would be fun to make an unofficial like ship that is of course not according to official Gimli rules. That's this is cheese after all, but staying under 2.2 million and using mass drivers like that, absolutely insane. But you can see the damage here is pretty scary. You know what? There is a certain builder that makes some certain crafts that we have had some fun battles with before, and she even recorded some battles for us due to our, well, it's pretty taxing on the resources, and battles that I couldn't run. So I'm not very sure that I will be able to run this very good, but of course we'll have to look at some of Azusa's ships, which are like 16 million class. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. We're gonna boost the performance. I'm tempted to go 720p also. But anyways, this is Zuzu's amazing Saturnus class, which is, well, extremely powerful. It's not made to be efficient at all in any way. It's just made to be really big and really powerful, having a lot of very powerful weapons. A little bit of like more is more concept in general. I don't know how many VLMs it has, but I do know that if this thing is allowed to fire anything, anytime, it will lag so much that we're just gonna disable Saturnus' ability to fire at all, because it's gonna be enough calculating the damage from these hollow points, right? Anyways, this is a really big ship, and by the way, if you've seen my streams recently, you know that I have been starting to build a really big ship to challenge the Saturnus at a lower cost. That would be really fun. This is 18 million, just saying. This is, yeah. Stay out of this crazy world. It's too much time on two big ships that nobody can watch because it's too taxing. Yeah. Right. So we have spawned three friends here. Whoops. And we're going to let the action commence. We're gonna switch aim points all over the place, of course. Oh, this will be very interesting to see. So the Saturnus has some crazy lamps. I think they're still active. Look at that. They are still active. They're trying to shoot them down. Of course, that is quite impossible, but look at that. This is like really thick armor. You can see we have heavy armor here on the top. A lot of heavy armor blocks stacked there. Man, this is pretty insane. Bam. I wonder, like, I wish we could watch this slower, because if I just spam pause and unpause like this, that's the gap we're getting at, right? Probably you should slow down the speed there a little bit, right? Bam! Ooh, shields are a good thing to have. Look at that. Missile system just falls apart. It's very rare that you need that a 2.2 million beast is just too small to test someone's weapons against. Look at that. I just tried to pause it there and it already started to calculate the Hollowpoint damage. We really get a heavy lag spike stutter whenever we're clicking like unpause there. Look at that. So this is like, generally, this is a really bad Hollowpoint shell, but due to the almost infinite speed it gets, it's of course a very good shell. All right. See, where are we gonna hit here? That we even have to watch this in like slow-mo speed to even enjoy it is insane. Ugh. And there it goes. Oh, okay, yeah. Glad we set this to minimal performance. It's absolutely crazy. So the lambs are fighting valiantly, but obviously, just pause here. If you're hit in the side with this thing, all of this gets just chunked to basically the innermost layer here. So here, if you want to protect against this, you really have to have like full air gaps, because this is this damage is of course extreme. Now I don't know in what circumstance you actually would need to protect yourself against it, but yeah, and it is when many of the shells are being deflected thanks to all of this shields. Okay, I'm getting a little lag back there. Okay, we're getting there. Ooh, we got a big hit in the center there. I think we need to... So here we have the type of core it's dealing. Ooh, and it was just paste there, pulse there. A lot of them is being deflected on the shield. Good to have max strength shield here. Here we can see a single stray shell. Even one of these, a single one of these deals that much damage. Oh, okay. We looked away for half a second and parts of the middle chunk is, well, basically gone. Look at that. So one of these really big turrets got a hit in the side there. It's basically solid heavy armor, but now it is no more. This Clip-Nuke is doomsday level stuff. So this volley with these friends dealt in their own, well, 8% damage. And while that is of course not taking out the Saturnus anytime soon, we can see it's seriously crippled due to the weapon systems being targeted there. But this thick armor was really needed to even provide the Saturnus a chance to survive here. I however think we should spawn some new ones because, whoops, what happened there? Never mind. Because these are of course not reloading like that, right? They are, I guess they are like reloading-ish, but I think there was something about them needing to, if we just do like this and repair all, I don't think it's going to magically work. I think Cloud Guy said that yesterday, that we need to like reload them, so yeah. What we can do is refilling the shells and retrofit them, but I think we get into some other troubles when we do that. Right, we spawned 3 more, but now we're watching this real-time speed. Look at that. The lag spikes, man. This is lagging so much, it's not even funny. But what can I expect? Before I upgraded my computer last year, I couldn't even spawn in the Saturnus and like look at it really. So I mean, of course, my updated system, it's better. It's better, but it's not, you know, it's not top of the line, so to say. Especially not after a year. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look at that thing. I know you're gonna ask me this probably, but no, I can't give you the blueprint because Cloud Guy 17 shared it with me. If you wanna put it out to the general public, I know that Cloud Guy has shared some designs on the workshop before, so I think that if Cloud Guy does want to share this Massdriven Clip-Nuke, what is it called even? Rapid Fire APS Clip-Nuke, Massdriven APS Clip-Nuke. Yeah, anyways, if he wants to share that, I'm sure it's on the workshop, and maybe if it is shared, I can also pin a link into the comments or something like this. 3 more of them and the Saturnus is down to 84%. By the way, this is like the speed which shells are ejected with when they, you know, are gonna be ejected, just so you know. Yeah, so there is no decent way to like mass delete things like this in from the depth. So the best way is to go into debug menu, grab a max radius, max damage explosion, and just blow those parts to smithereens. So there we have a tip. Well, we obviously have to finish this destruction fest off by spawning a couple more of them. Oh, look, a misfire. So this is the smoke rod that is being fired, and it unfortunately aimed a little bit off, so it missed the mark there. Maybe I tinkered in stuff there, but then you can just see, okay. It's too close. The problem is that we're too close, but then you can at least see the smoke here, right? So we're firing smoke, and it's adding smoke rods. Well, then we know we can't be this close. Good to know. Here you see inside of it, you see this little thing. This is kind of necessary for it to be attached or picked up by the dockers at the exact right position to be held at. So that's good to know if you're attempting to make something like this. Now it is of course not docked. It is a separator. So before this separates, this is technically part of the exact same vehicle, which is really cool there. So if we just kind of look at this process here, one time more just to check out this absolutely stunning action. We're watching this in slow motion, and it moves over and selects new endpoints all over the place nowadays, because that's how I kind of set it up. But you saw there, here it goes. Fires those, like these cubes, these like tiny balls, they are absolutely evil. Look, it like melts through this like nothing. The first one hitting, the rest one getting through, hitting this heavy armor panel, bam. That's the damage we dealt there. Heavy armor like nothing. Even goes into and destroying, I don't know how many 100,000s of materials that is. Oh damn, the AI, even the AI. This is crazy. So yeah, having like many more of them than one probably doesn't increase the cool lookiness of it much either, because it is pretty insane as is, right? Wow. Well, I know Susie's she's probably gonna want some of these guns, I believe, because this is probably the max damage APS thing you probably can make. Well, it's quite clear that my computer probably doesn't enjoy exactly the current load on the system. But, well, it looks very cool. There we are. They're starting to fire again. It's just pretty fun to watch this thing. It's you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. We can probably do this all day, so we probably have to, you know, round off somewhere around here. Also, I increased the settings to the max, which was perhaps not my wisest decision to date. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy, or I'm enjoying this video a little bit here. But in case you do, please do leave a like to the channel. That will be very nice. And say hello to Cloud Guy in the comments. I do know Cloud Guy did join our Discord, maybe still there. So if you want to join the Discord, it is down here in the comments, you know. In any case, oh, if you did want to watch that Q&A thing and you didn't get to catch the Twitch, watch the Gmodism channel there in bronze, and you can check it out, the VOD of it instead. Maybe if you asked any questions, you have the answers there. And if you have any questions that somebody else asked, well, you also have the answers there, which is pretty decent. Anyways, huge thanks to everyone who is supporting the channel every month, which is, of course, everyone in the ecclesiarchy, which you can join there, and our commissioned officers, Commodore Owen, Lieutenants Anto, Cravey, Powered by Greed, Vincent Veritas, Rick Proel, Scoobrocks, and Sig Sarahot, and also to all our cadets. Big thanks as well to you for watching this video, and maybe even leaving it a little like or comment for the algorithm or something. That's nice. Anyways, I'll see you next time. This is your host, Eric of Gmodism, and we are signing out.